Well, hello everyone, welcome to yet another live stream. Hi there, and today we're going to have fun. Can you believe it? Fun on the Make It live stream. I cannot believe it myself. My goodness, there's a lot of stuff on my workbench. Okay, coffee first, I imagine. Right, that feels like a good start. The cat is messing about in the background, so if that's a bit loud. Hi the Lycan, by the way, how you doing? Why the fuck are some DNA components needed to caffeine and theobromine? It's because all organic molecules are basically the same molecule, except there are like 5 atoms in there, come on. Right, today, right. What we'll be doing today, so I am so glad no one asked. There is something fun I want to, well, there are a couple of fun things I want to do today, if I'm to be completely honest. That's because I don't know exactly what we'll be doing today. There are a couple of things we could be doing. First things first, the most important. The most important. Oh, look at this beauty. It's so beautiful. Oh. Second things second. Oh, look at this absolute. Oh my, they are so. Oh, they're so beautiful. This one I'm unfortunately putting back into the box actually, because we're not yet there. We're not yet at a point where I will use a Raspberry Pi 5 for a project. We will get there eventually, but for now we're sticking with 0 because this is what we'll be dealing with today. Right, but first things first, do I have any water in my kettle? I've got no water in my kettle. Hold on, give me a second, I need to get some water in my kettle because that's ridiculous. So what will we be doing today, Make It? Oh, I'm so glad you asked, Make It intern. Well, 3 things mainly. We'll attempt 3 things. We'll attempt 3 things. First of all, I would really like to set up the Raspberry, because I've just been looking forward to it. Second of all, the box I have mentioned, I feel like today would be high time that we design it. We're not gonna cut it or build it quite yet. And third of all, we could actually start planning on the sulfuric acid. Jeez, that's a loud kettle. That is a really loud kettle. Alright then. So, I always forget just how loud it truly is. For we're gonna play Factorio. No. There is a job to be having. And when there is a job to be having, then the job. Oh fuck! I just dropped it and cut myself. Wow, multitasking. I've just dropped the box and cut myself at the same time. That's what we call multitasking in the business. Last stream, we have actually. It still feels weird to say last stream instead of yesterday, you know? It still feels a bit wacky. But we did this, if I remember correctly. And it still is glowing, which honestly I find quite impressive. Starting a stream right away, I cut myself my finger. That's a good omen if I've seen one. A reference! 5 shots of espresso to calm me down. Okay. Well, okay then. First, Raspberry, because I've been looking forward to it. Then we can move on to the mechanical design and the chemistry planning, alright? So first things first. Raspberry Pi OS flashing program thing factory. That one. That thing specifically. Flashing software, right, but there is like the official flashing software. Getting started. Seems like a splendid place to get started. Over there we have don't care. Over there we have Raspberry Pi OS install an operating system. There we go. This is the thing. Raspberry Pi OS software. There, download for Windows. I am speedrunning this. Sweet and sick and fantastic and lovely. Let's hide everything. There we go. Yeah, you can sell my left kidney if you want. See if I care, honestly. Honestly, see if I care. There we have it. The flashing thing. I am missing a cable, aren't I? I sure am missing a cable. Whoops. Or am I? I'm actually not. I don't know how that happened. Usually I start these streams completely unprepared. How come I have the right cable for it? Okay, so as far as I'm aware, we're missing a micro SD card, which I'm pretty certain I bought a while back ago, a couple. So in one of my boxes, aha! Got it, alright. Megan was going to whip out lithium with moisture and sodium hydroxide. I don't have most of these things. I have some though. Like, yeah, I love retail therapy as much as the next guy, but you know, there are limits. Money is still a problem. Okay. Cut it up, cut it away, cut it open. Sick. You, trash. Neat. We're on fire. You, open up. Go on then. I said open up. You're not opening. Oh yeah, because you already open up. Alright. This is just an adapter. We don't actually care about it much. What we do care about is this right here. Micro SD card, 32 gigabytes. Gee whiz, that's a lot. And do I just stick it in? Well, that didn't crunch or snap anything. So, you know. So far, it's something. It did connect as well. So far it's something. Now, Pi Zero, by the way, I should probably explain. Raspberry Pis come in different shapes and sizes. And basically, these are all like the newest generation. And so from your right to left, this is the weakest. This is Raspberry Pi 2W. This is Raspberry Pi 2.0 and this is Raspberry Pi 5. And the basic idea is that this is just a simple microcontroller. This is in between a microcontroller and typical computer, because this one can handle stuff like video processing, for example, which is quite impressive. And then this is just a small computer. Hence why we're not dealing with it yet. Eventually, oh, look how beautiful this looks. I mean, listen, I like technology, right? Technophile is the name, I do believe. But what we'll be doing... hey, make it. Is it possible to make an XOR gate with AND, OR, and NOT gates? Yes. Yes, you can. You don't even need the AND, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty certain as long as your wires actually have the OR property on their own, you can just do it using a NOT gate on its own, which is fun fact. Or even more in depth, there's like a property, there isn't a name for the certain kind of like logic medium, which allows you to manipulate itself, where it basically always picks a path of least resistance in a way. And then using that one property, you can actually make all the logic gates just using the logic medium on its own. But that's just a bit of... Doesn't matter. The point is, choose device. We have Raspberry Pi 02. Right. Choose operating system. Raspberry Pi OS, I suppose. Why not? Choose storage. That's my system drive. I don't know why it doesn't recognize it as a system drive. Do you have a button anywhere for booting. No, but you have USB and power in. Those are separate. That's good. I suppose I might need to flash it separately. Shouldn't be too difficult. I have a USB reader for cards, specifically for an occasion just like this. Yes, specifically just for when I'm trying to boot a Raspberry and it just doesn't. Oh damn it, I kind of squished it a bit too hard, I'm kind of worried. Yeah, drive G, that's the one. Next. Oh. Yes. Beautiful. If you hear some like moaning in the background, that's just my cat. It's running around and yelling for some reason. I don't understand. Chocolate flavored coffee in the frame doesn't help. This is not coffee flavored. I mean, no, it is coffee flavored. It's not chocolate flavored. No, this is just instant coffee. I don't have any more chocolate flavored. I do have vanilla flavored, but I'm for some reason drinking the bland one first. Cat cam? We don't have a budget for a cat cam, alright? Shit's expensive. I have a single camera. Now twice. Fuck, I'm high. If you being high only makes you say now twice, Raspberry Pi cat cam. You know what's funny, Johnny? You know what's funny? In one of these containers I have right here, actually, let me just see which one. I have 3 of them. No, this is my capacitors. My capacitors and my chip writing thing. Could be this one. No, these are adapters and relays. So that's not it either. So it must be the third one. I have 3 of these, and in one of them, I actually do have. Haha! I actually do have. I don't know which one of these it is though. There we go. I think it's this one. This is an FPV camera. So it's an absolutely tiny camera. You can see this entire thing. It's about the size of the tip of my finger. And that's the camera. And funny enough, a Raspberry Pi Zero can actually handle processing video from the camera. Raspberry Pi Pico wouldn't be able to, but Raspberry Pi Zero can handle it just fine. I like how all of the names of these are just relating to small things. Zero Pico. A micro center just opened near me. What's a micro center? Do it, Rishabh, making them Gates water cheese. Nothing like a waiting stream. Where we just wait. Did you hear that? What, mate?
Meow. Oh, that was perfect, wasn't it?
That was quite some timing, I do have to say, yeah. It's like Home Depot, but for tech and electronics. Ooh, that sounds interesting and intriguing. I ain't got that sort of thing. I just order stuff online. Unfortunately, I do have a lot of stuff on my desk. This is a PWM controller, which I do believe has never worked, not once, as I was using it. I could also try. It has a radiator. That's how powerful this is supposed to be. It has a freaking radiator, and I do also have a brushless DC motor. I soldered it to another. Did I say PWM? The thing, the controller, the whatever it's called. Oh, there we go. Raspberry Pi.
That's the thing.
Raspberry Pi OS has been written generic. You can now remove the SD card from the reader. Alright then. So, as far as I'm aware, and it is a complete guess, so my guesstimate is. It's got really warm, my goodness, it was low writing. As soon as I pop in this card into the Raspberry Pi, like so, then that should be it. Although I will read on with the getting started guide just for the sake of. Oh, I just realized I might need a keyboard for this or something. I would need something, wouldn't I? Oh, shucks and dagnabbit.
Can you just like plug it in to something else?
Well, I'm thinking because
Like
technically it
your
has a
PC, I don't
standalone.
know.
It has a standalone OS, so I imagine. I don't actually know how. I should probably set this up now. I kind of rushed through the process, haven't I? Data generic server will be erased. You want to continue? Yeah. Because it's like it is effectively just time code. It has its own OS, so unless there's a specific application,
You
for
can
this
probably just
communications-
buy a fucking adapter to plug in a keyboard into that, no?
Yeah, I can. And
Yeah.
even make one, but so the network is. Oh. Ah, these are guides for Raspberry Pi. I'm kind of looking for a zero.
I like how Raspberry Pi's branding is just Polish flag.
What? Oh, you mean? Oh, jeez.
Meow.
I know what it wants. Raspberry Pi 02 setup. How do you even? Life is like a cat, annoying and short, but sometimes majestic.
The
You
cat
s-
just breaks something.
You speak the truth.
I heard a loud thud in the background.
Yeah, it keeps breaking stuff. Oh, what you gonna do? Okay, let me see. Haha! They are not actually using a standalone monitor and a keyboard, which means there must be a way to just. How do overview mini HDMI? Yeah. Right, so USB on the go. This is the middle one. I did, so I can read at least the good news. Yeah. Right, how do assembly? No, they do have a dedicated shit. Well, that's a bit shit. Okay. Shit now, because should I do it myself? Oh no, it works in the exact way I expected it to. That's a problem. So here's the pickle that I need you all to understand. This is much closer to a computer than a microcontroller. I mean, obviously, considering how it has a whole Raspberry Pi operating system on it. And as such, you would operate it just like a computer. Shit. I'm thinking if I have the cables for it. Because everything else I could handle. Well, it would be also quite annoying to stream now I think about it. Yeah. don't know how to stream this, honestly. How to stream this setup. I might need to do it off stream then. That's the only pickle. Oh, well
Why?
then. Well, it happens. I'm hiding the micro SD card back into the holder for it, and I suppose we're moving on to thing number 2, because this is... I just
You're
don't...
good at handling micro things.
I don't think I can stream that, unfortunately. Alright then, well, thing number 2 then, that was quick. That was really quick. Okay, another thing I wanted to do for this video was the box, right? And even though most of it will not be in fact printed, I am still going to design it in SolidWorks because, you know, designs are quite useful. So that is what we shall do. Life is like a cat, annoying and short, but sometimes majestic. It's quite a line. Okay, I know you can't see anything, but I'm starting up SolidWorks, so you've got to give me a second. Then I'm being ignored. Not being ignored. I am reading your messages, it's just that I can't really... How are you expecting me to respond to if y'all want a non-shitty mobile game, try smash it? Well, how are you expecting me to respond to that? Okay. So the works always takes 10 hours to start, and it's ish. Okay. So I'm going to save laser pointer and then second, which is no, third box. The box. Like this. Box. And then we're gonna start the bases. The bases of the box. Sweet. Alright. This is all fairly simple. Actually, switching back to a full camera for a second, because the whole point of the box will be to house this right here. This little piece of, well, what looks like soldered on garbage, but that's only because I have soldered on a bunch of garbage on it. My brushless DC motor controller Mark 1. We'll need to stand it up somehow, in a way, so measurements would be useful. Let's see, what is the total height? You can squish it, I suppose. So it can be less than 150. It can in fact be... Alright. I reckon 140 should be enough. That's what I reckon. I do reckon 140 should be enough. And as such, this is what we shall do. We shall try 140. Okay. I should do it smarter with dimensions, but whatever, takes too long. No, I really should do it smarter with the dimensions, because shit. Shit, where was it? Equations, there we go. Equations, new variable, box size, like this, is equal to 140. Beautiful. And then we delete those. Sweet, now we can change it up and it should be fine. Where the sea? What do you mean where the sea? I guess I'm thinking, wow, this. What do you mean you don't know who Lycan is? Lycan is our residential high person. Right, this will function as a basis. We could make this a bit. So this is the floor size. Then oh shit, there's actually surprisingly challenging. Okay, here's my idea. What we can do is we can bring this down a bit. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes. That's because we can get back into the sketch. We can make another square on top. This will have to be the thickness of the plexi. So give me a second. Let me get that. Let me get that real quick. Right here we need to measure the thickness because we're going to stick this piece of transparent material in. So what would it be? See, it appears to be 2.3. Or maybe just a 2. Oh, what is up with you? Okay, it is 2. It is a 2. Alright. Shut up. There we have it. And it's just a 2 then. The thickness has to be 2 on each side. There's gonna be a smarter way to do it. Okay, perfect. This will be the hole, and then we'll have one additional square. That will be just this ever so slightly bigger. And this one will be a 4. Like this. Perfect. Now if we extrude it all, okay, you're confused. I see. How can I select in the sketch what's the inside, what's the outside? Because not gonna lie, I can see why this would be confusing. This is full. This is empty. This has to be full. Oh shit. Shit. Difficult for you to figure out, but oh, did that do the trick? I have no idea how that just worked, but you know what? Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. I imagine like 5mm should be fine. Possibly a bit more. Do we want a bit more? Possibly a bit more wouldn't hurt, but a 5 for now. Alright, sweet. Then, on the bottom, sketch this like so, going down, because this will be the entire floor. So going down by, let's call it a full 2 centimeters. And then what we want is we want it to extend as it goes down. So actually, ideally, I imagine there will be a different kind of feature creation. One more profile screen feature. Ooh, tempting. If only. Alright, I take it back. This can work just fine. That's actually exactly what I'm looking for. Draft. May I do it like this? No, wait. Damn it. Like this. Damn it! I can figure this out. How difficult could it possibly be? No. I know how to do it in one way, but it's a pretty dumb way, so I would like to do it in a way that's more clever / correct. Shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I could set up another plane 2 centimeters lower down, that would be also larger. As someone who has no background in technology, oh, I missed that one, genuinely missed it. I've really had time following most of these streams. I still have fun hanging out though. Well, I'm glad you like hanging out. Because to be fair, I don't understand technology much, Bionet, so that's fine. I actually don't understand technology so much that I make my own technology because I just can't keep up with the modern technology. It's confusing to me. I am the guy who played Stardew Valley for 2 hours and then returned the game because it was too confusing for me and I just didn't understand it. There's an old man yelling on the cloud. Okay, let's do a 20, no, let's do a 20, no, 15, no, 10, right, so a centimeter. There's gotta be a smart way to do it, but I can't think of any, so Stardew is very overwhelming. Thank you, finally someone understands. I've just been made fun of for not understanding Stardew Valley. Work, that will just not work in any way, shape or form. Or do I just add another plane? Oh wait, isn't that a thing you can do? Like, add a new plane, insert. I can only play one on co-op with friends. I actually was in co-op with friends, and I still didn't understand it. It was so confusing. There was so much to be done there. It's a confusing game. I don't have the brain power for that sort of thing. I was just trying to riz up Harvey, and that's it. That was my entire gameplay. Harvey and Hunter, I think. One of them. I don't remember which one. I remember I was confused Harvey and Hunter. Excellent design table. Tempting, but no. We're looking for insert, I imagine. Surface. Yes. No? Is that? Chamfer. That's not a real word. That's not a real word. That is a fake word. Chamfer isn't a real word. No. Planar. Right. Founding entities. This. Oh, that doesn't help. Stardew Valley is a game you only play to befriend an ego. What? Like, are there egos in Stardew Valley? It doesn't have that vibe. They all seem more like farmers. I don't even remember what Harvey did. Or Hunter. I don't remember, also remember which one it was. Okay, Lycan. Quick tangent, because you keep saying that something is similar to caffeine. The thing which you should take account of, you should realize when it comes to anything organic related, is that carbon chains are in general really similar as a whole, simply because they're all carbon chains. So, like, anything based off phenol or benzene will be similar to anything else, or anything based off cyclohexane also will be similar to everything else that's based off cyclohexane. Most of organic chemistry is effectively just benzene or cyclohexane with a functional group. They really like the rings, and the rings really like to be with 6 of them. Of course, gay dude doesn't understand. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Katz. Explain it to me as the straightest man here. Gay dude doesn't understand. Urea has a carbon chain. Anything has a carbon chain if you add a carbon to it, technically. He goes as cares on estradiol, exactly. Well, I imagine, I don't know any other. I used to have problems. Problems what? Being gay is not a problem, being gay is a solution. And you can quote me on that, because that's a really good quote. Ah, shit, how do I feature this? Well, the extrude boss base feels like it. Between 2 or more profiles to create a solid feature, but I don't have the second profile. Unless what I do is I extrude this by 2. Then right here at the bottom I create second profile. Then I suppress this one, but if I suppress this one, the second one will disappear on it. Damn it. God damn, I piss out carbon chains all the time. Call me the diamond sounder. Oh, that's. I regret having read that. I regret having read that. Okay. Can't do draft outward. That's neat. Outward. Yes. Riddle me this, Batman. SolidWorks and advanced breakdown. Oh no, I like the basic, please. Show me the draft. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, you need to select my. That's so dumb. Okay, there we go. Got there in the end. Let's do like a solid 27, I would say. Well, eventually got there in the end. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfection. Although we would probably like it to be a tad more flatter, because that would, right here I would like to have text, which would be easier to print if it was a little bit flatter. Fortunately, I can just edit the feature because this is phenomenal. I can just change it to be 40, for example. And this should be plenty flat. Okay, good. So we have the part, right. So this will be what we'll use as the basis, pun intended, because it's basis in both me, you get it. Okay. So it's gonna be box with a capital O, because whatever, I've done it. I'm not changing it. Too much effort. New file part. This will be the glass, right? Size. Actually, no. Wait. Let's change it to view block. Size. To be consistent. 140. I messed up. Of course I did. Of course, there we go. And there we go. Okay. There's no need for it, but yeah. Hi, Ditha! Hi, welcome! Because I'm in France. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Tha. That sounds terrible. Oh, pop in for a bit. Well, I'm glad you did. Glad you did. I'm solid working. I'm working in a pretty solid way. Okay. So then extrude both base, and then it's gonna have a 2. There we go. Perfect. And then once we get back to the box, like so, we can add in the pain in the ass, which is, I think, hilarious. And so here's the basic idea. First of all, let's change the appearance. Appearance of the entire thing, obviously. I'm gonna change it to be bluish. Transparent. Then fit it in completely somehow. Oh, will it have 140? Oh, we do have a little space in the corner. That's good, actually. That is what I wanted. That is, in fact, what I wanted. Hi, the stamp as well. Hi. Transfer to French. Okay. Okay, I probably should have first copied it over before. Oh shit. I need to do that, mates. Because I've just done it incorrectly as well. So what I should do instead, actually, is I should first install the corners, which will function as the supports for the entire structure. Not loss. Good night, Stump. Good night. Have a good one. Okay, give me this. Right here, what we're going to do is we're going to do on the corner something. We're going to do something that will function as the support for the entire structure. So basically, here's the basic idea, right? Here's the pickle we have found ourselves in. We have the corner that looks like this for now. This will be filled in with the pane. We have an empty square. Now what we'd like to do is we would like to somehow make it in a way so that the square would envelop the panes at least a bit. Nothing will really stop them from falling inwards, which is, well, annoying to say the least, but I mean, oh well, what you gonna do? you can't fix everything in life. Unless we also hold them up top somehow. Unless we increase the box size and decrease the pane size. So if the pane is ever so slightly smaller than the box, that will give us more of a gap. You know what I mean? So if we get like an extra millimeter, like so, like this, an extra millimeter, then we can also cut this part off, and then we can create the entire shape like this. I do have to say, it would be quite a pain to print, because unless we flatten it on this face and print it on this side, so if we flatten it right here, then we can actually print it on this side. And I think my printer should handle this angle. I think. I hope. I really hope. But I mean, it probably should. Like what, 45 degrees? It can handle 45 degrees. What have you blocked the pain receptors? Ah, Vicodins, my favorite. I always remember to take your Vicodins. This seems like a good shape. I like this shape a lot. I think it's solid. Which means all we need to do is we're gonna make the box bigger, not the paint smaller. And we can make the box bigger because Make It is a motherfucking genius. And as such, thank you, Mashrit. I am so glad that we have people of culture here. We can make this bigger by 2 millimeters. I imagine 2 millimeters should give us a millimeter on each side, like this. And now that we've made the bases bigger, then what we can do is we can make the shape. So the way we'll achieve the shape is with a simple just sketch on the corner, and then we're gonna mirror it twice. So we do it by first clearing out a millimeter by millimeter. So one, well, actually maybe 2 by 2. Now I think about it. Yeah, 2 by 2 would probably be better. Oh wait, will it be better? It might not be better. No, it won't be better because then we won't have the straight line. Then the print will be much more difficult. This will need supports if you print it this way. What am I on? Crack? Clearly, this will need supports if we print it this way. And those will have to be like supports that are inside the model. Shit. But only if it's thin. Actually, it being thicker might be better. Alright, let's do it at 2 by 2. Okay, good. So we have it at 2 by 2. Then what we'll have will be, let's keep these, will be this with a 4. I might be going a bit risky. 4 and 4. Perfect. Then we trim the insides like so. No, we're gonna keep this. That's because then right here we'll have just a big square. It's going to be a 6 by 6. Like this. And then we want it to hold on the other side as well. And then we trim insides like this. Right here it seems to be struggling a bit. There we go, I think. Only idiots try the medicine drug. You are an idiot. This vexes me. I too am in this episode. I'm so vexed. You gotta be the vexist. I shouldn't be laughing at that. This is really dumb. Okay, and then we extrude cut downwards by 5, if I recall correctly. So there we have it. I mean, okay, effectively it doesn't amount to much. To be fair, it doesn't amount to much. It is effectively just like a double rectangle. However, it will... Oh no, because there's one thing we forgot. Haha. But for that thing, we can actually first extrude cut it down. 5, right? That's good. But then in edit sketch, what we need is we need a flat face first. And actually, we can have this flat face be even like this, I imagine. I imagine it could even be like this, and then this square will be empty, but I'm fine with that. Then we... This looks good. I like it. I like it so far. And then what we'll need to do is we'll need to copy that shape precisely as its own standalone shape. And once we achieve that, then we should be able to assemble the box. Alright then, let's... I'm thinking that this might be a bit too tight. We should probably give it a bit of a gap. Just what would be the most... Make it exceed stop walking. No, I just got lost in thought for a second about a couple of things. But mainly, we might need to expand it a bit. That's because if we don't leave it any wiggle room, then this might cause some problems. Yeah, it's tricky. Should we wing it? Because so far we have absolutely no tolerance, which means it all should fit in perfectly, which it won't, and as such I'll have to force it in. Very risky maneuver. And generally a pretty bad idea. What I normally should do is, can I like edit the feature to just expand a bit? Can I expand the sketch somehow or something? Because that'd be also neat. Need animated make it logo to see if our stream crashed or make it stop functioning. You need that sort of thing, huh? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. There we go. You're welcome. I gotcha. I got you, Moro. I gotcha. You don't need to ask me twice. I guess I need to do it manually because I don't see any other way. So what we'll do is we'll add an equation that will be tolerance, and for now we're just gonna do it as a 0.5 milliliter. That should be enough. Like this, and then to each size, basically, we want to do the size. Why is it not exactly 2 millimeters? Oh, this should be 2. Alright, is equal to 2 plus the tolerance plus 2. Like this. Equal to tolerance. No, not toe. Tolerance plus 2. Beautiful. And then on the inside as well is equal to tolerance plus 2. Yeah, because you can delete this, delete that. It's equal to tolerance plus 2. And then, yeah, there's no 2 anymore, that's good. Shit! Piss! Damn it. This has got to be a 2. There we go. Perfect. I'm pretty certain we had a constraint that had to be, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, the reason why this is convenient is, well, kind of convenient. I just realized the fault of my design. Right here we don't have the correct constraint, which means that, well, a couple of things there actually. This was supposed to be a 6. Or actually not a 6, a 5? A 4? What happened to the height? Oh, this is 4.5. Of course it is. Okay, so this actually should be 4.5. offset entity. Where do you have this? But offset entity will eat up to the middle. I don't want it to eat up to the middle. Right here I'm gonna have too much wiggle room. Ah, there we go. Because this is the tolerance, right? But then what we need is we need to keep this constant, so we keep it as a 2. We need to keep this constant, so we keep it as a 2. I remember I just screwed up something. I don't remember what though, because I immediately got distracted. Something wasn't level, was it? Ah, this, right. The distance between those, we like to add a constraint. How is it done? Like this? Vertical. Yes. Onto. Kind of, except this one is also supposed to stay in place. Oh, what am I supposed to center this one to? Okay, so like, we do it this way with a 4. We do it this way with a 4. And then we do it this way. And then that hopefully makes the design. It feels wrong, but like... You can just ground the edge. Oh, well, I already went for something different. It feels wrong, but logic is telling me it kind of should be right. Because now what we should be able to do is we should be able to change the tolerance from a 5 to a 2. And that way if I press OK, this all got smaller. Off. Oh my goodness. It's off. It's because the distance from on this line ain't kept. This should be... Oh, I'm sorry. 420 is there? These have to be aligned. That's because this is a 4. This is stuck as a 4. Right. Why is this misaligned from this? What's keeping you up in place? Oh, the size right here? It must be. Fuck. Then piss and shit and such. Better to ground the edge than edge the ground. I can't even. I think I messed up. I think I need to start from scratch again. Let's do it. Okay, this time let's do it proper, which means like this, like this. There we go. We want it to be simple as it could be. So right here we're going to have equal to tolerance plus 2. 2 will be the thickness and then the tolerance. Right here we want this to be equal to tolerance plus 2. There we go. Then on the inside, same thing, is equal to tolerance plus 2. I could set up tolerance plus 2 as a function, I suppose, at this point, but oh well, we're already rolling with it. Like this. Good. That's a good start. The inner part, actually, now that I think about it, we could actually cut it off later. Right, we don't need to cut it off right now because this is just for the hole. In the proper shape we'll need to cut it off. However, right here we need to make the line and we need it to be proper as well. So how are we gonna make the line? So glad you asked. Number of sides sketching the polygon. What happens if I... Because I need... Wait, I need a square? What are you thinking? I'll describe it geometrically in the best possible way so that then I can replicate it perfectly and will scale appropriately. Well, I imagine halfway point of this line. However, then the other side of the line would need to be... Okay, so here's what we would need to do then. Rapid sketch. No. Just, where is the... There we go. Trim sketch. Cut off the middles. Good start, I would say. Then, could I make polygon from this point? I don't really have much of a point to snap it onto, so we're not gonna do that. This is way too good for me than it should be. Three-point center rectangle, that could work actually. I need to draw a line that will be always the same distance from this end, and a line that will always be at the same angle as well. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let's change this to 2. Let's change this all into a 2. Then the dreams walk through hard for what? Then I'm struggling with this way more than I should. I could just do a halfway point from each, and I suppose that will keep it in place good enough. And then we could, I think, I'm pretty certain, in order to keep it correct, we could then... Can I not select half of this line? Because there was like a way to make a line... It's a bit of a 10. Oh, because I didn't set up the heights properly as well. Gee whiz, gee whiz, gee whiz. This is supposed to be a 10, I think. Why not? This is supposed to be a 10. And you have the line properly as well. That's good. Or at least it would be if I could change this part of the line from being the normal line to like the reference line. And I know there is a way to do it, I just can't figure it out for some reason. Like, yeah, when you create lines, you can create a... Schizophrenic, I suppose, then. Yeah, because if I cut this off, then I don't have the reference. Shucks and dagnabbit. So we can keep this side constant. Yeah, 10. And these ones are not gonna snap it. Shucks. Okay, I think I may have an idea. Spending a lot of time trying to make a proper design. I really want to. You keep a 3. This, and you keep a 5. This. That way, this should all be proper. Yeah, because then these are a 4 and they can't change. That's correct. This is a 7, it can't change. That's correct. Stop and repair. Extrude. What happened? Sketch cannot be used for feature because an endpoint is wrongly shared by multiple ends. Oh, what is the problem now? What is the problem now? I'm high in the buzz and I'm still coherent. Impressive. what would be a problem? Can I just delete that and have it all be well and good? Ignore error. Okay, well, wow, ignoring the error didn't help. Consider me shook. What could be your problem then? What are endpoint is wrongly shared by multiple entities. Which entities wrongly share? Which multiple entities wrongly share an endpoint? Fair sketch. Oh, that's curious. Over there we have. Are there two lines over there? That could be. If I caught that, that'd be impressive. Oh, okay, that is impressive. It feels asymmetric somehow, which it shouldn't be. It should be symmetric. Like right here, for example, these two lines feel off, but I know they're not. Are you using Blender? Not now, no. This time I'm using SolidWorks, which is different. And now we mirror it over. We have them in all corners. Good. Good. And now one last thing to do, which is always how we screw up. It is to offset entities. And let's have it be equal to tolerance. Can I? No, I cannot. Because of course I cannot. Just 1 millimeter for now. 1 millimeter. Oh, it creates a duplicate. That's no help at all. Dimension select chain bidirectional coupling. There we go. Beautiful. And now we can go in and change the. No, we cannot. Ah, shit. Why can't I just. Why can't I just insert an equation into offset entities? Understand? I would like this to be an equation, please. SolidWorks offset entities. Yes, thank you. Reddit. You create an offset. After an offset, double click dimension and add your global variable from there. Double click at the dimension. Okay. So first create the thing. So then double click the dimension. Dimension with click. Like this. Okay, no. Hypothetically, which this one? Oh my goodness, okay. Tolerance. Cheese, thank you. Proper, alright, we've done it. We have the base of... Took me long enough, it really did take me quite a long time. No way, be sure we fly. Okay, sweet. Then we need a new file. Connector. And then for the connector, we need to do the thing. The thing we will reference this. Okay, so we have a point which we use as reference. That's simple. Then 3 from that point a line starts, it goes over, then it has a 2, then it dips in for 2. Okay. Should be shrimple. Should be shrimple as it could be. Basically, we have a 10, we have a 10. Then we have a 6, and we have a 6. Beautiful. Then we have a 3, and then we have a 3. And then we keep this, no, cancel. And then what we do is we, this, then we trim these, and then we 5, 5, right, this is a 6, this is a 6. Then what we have is we have a rectangle, doesn't, no, then first, then we have a rectangle. To this point, does it? I don't think it might. Oh, it might, but I'm not certain. Does it go to? Yes, it does. Okay, it does go to. Oh, that's a 5mm. Shit, of course. How deep does the rectangle go in? Because we obviously like it to align. That would make things. Because right here we're missing a millimeter, and these are 2mm. If we keep it as, okay, no, that could be, so 2mm, which means we'll need to make the box even bigger. Which I am pretty certain if we just change the equation to be 144, that should all work. Oh, that is definitely not symmetric. Oh, why? Why? But, oh, it's because right here we didn't keep a 2. Okay, all good then. Perfect. Ish. Seems perfect. Alright, good. So then, back to the connector. What do you have a Steven Universe about? It's an analogy for Industrial Revolution as consequences. Okay, so now we can snap it perfectly, and now we can snap this perfectly. So we can smart dimension cancel. Let's first trim this. It's like dimension over 2, smart dimension over 2. We won't need any tolerance with this. Simply because I think that might be it actually. And then what do we do? Do we just do some lesbian sapien who fight fascism with crying and singing? So true. 140. Okay, good. I think that should be all we need. It is a complete guess, but basically, if we add the connector like so, and if we then mate it like this, and then can I select more than one mate at a time just to push it in there on the first try? Because that feels like it would be a much smarter choice. So like this and this and these two, those are all the faces we need to select. Can I like just mate that? No. Alright, well I got my answer at least. means we'll have to do all of this a tad more manually. There we go. Ah, the tolerance is off. Shit! Double tolerances. Which means we need to delete that. That's not what we wanted to align to. We wanted to align to this. So. There we go! No. There we not go. It's too big? I'm sorry? What have I... No, the dimension is clearly off. I must have messed it up. It's too long. Oh, that actually feels plausible. Yeah, that I don't think I've set that up properly. It's too long on both sides. Cat doesn't go deep enough. Five and 3. This should be a 4, right? This is a 5. Okay. I don't think that's correct. This is a 4. 5, 3, 6, and then that is a 4. What's more, the 4 is implied, which means I messed up a lot more than I think. Now those feel too deep. Right. That checks out. Very cool. No wait, no, not parallel. Yeah. What I meant is and this. Cool. And now we go back to the box. Why is it asymmetric? Shit. It's not symmetrical. One side is longer than the other. How did this happen? Oh my goodness, it could have been so perfect. Now the question remains, is it the box's fault or is it the support's fault? It feels like the box's fault because this angle doesn't feel right. Damn it. What is wrong with you? What is off? Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. The 45 degrees is not 45 degrees. Well, I'm guessing, but the why is the more important question. These both end at the right point. That's a 5, that's a 3. Yes. The distance is a 2, it's a 2. That's correct. Why, oh why, oh why, oh why? Let's make it echoing. I'm echoing manually because I'm pondering. I'm pondering and questioning. For I understand not. Why, oh why, oh why, oh why? This point right here is defined on the x and y axis perfectly in relation to this and this. This point right here is defined on the x and y axis perfectly based on this and this. So it's 8 further to the right from the corner point, and it's 2 higher up from the line. This one is 8 down from the corner point, and it's 2 more to the left. Oh, shucks. Futile, but that's a 1 and that's a 4. Yep, makes sense. 1, that's a 3, 8! Well, that's curious, you see. Why is that? 3, oh, did I select the wrong point? Nope, that is just 3, 8. Why is that 3, 8? Oh my goodness, the wrong line. There we go. Gosh, that took a long time. But now we get back to the box. It's a perfect fit. Okay, sweet. That's great. That's good. That's good. Okay, in the mates, can I add like... No, I can create a new folder, but the folder goes outside the mates, so that's not what we care about. Okay, good. So then what we need is we need to add in the models onto each corner. That's the rough idea. Each corner will just get its own connector, and then each connector I know it's all the same plate, but I don't know, I just selected these. Don't matter. Like this. Like this. And you like this. Absolutely not, actually. You, outer one to the outer one, the other side, thank you. And then the outer one to the outer one. Beautiful. And as such, finally, outer one to the outer one. And outer one to the outer one. Cool, so this should be the box of this with the edge supports. Then we can... It'll be pasted here. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's just add the pain in the asses manually, because we're gonna have 5 of them. And then what we do, effectively, is we just push them into the supports. That's kind of it. That's all we do. So we first align all of their bottoms with the bottom. Like this. Like this. I did select an edge, shit. Like this. And finally like... this. Perfect. And then we need to snap them all into place. So, right here, this to the edge connector. Beautiful, and then this like so. Beautiful. This edge connector. This beautiful. This edge connector. And then finally this perfection. We've got the edges of the box. Jeez, that is. When did YouTube start supporting LaTeX? Does it support LaTeX? I don't think. Doesn't support yet. Okay. Now, all we need is we need the top. It's never lupus. That's easy way to make me laugh. Okay, now for the top, it's going to be actually not that much tricky, because here's the basic idea. We will effectively have, yeah, the top might not actually be all that tricky. That's because we can make this like so, and then make it to the edges. I said like so. Oh no, yeah, we can't. Okay, so the top will be actually a bit more challenging now. The top will be a bit more challenging because we actually need to do it like this. Which means that we will need to do it from the underside for it to work. And the top side, I have absolutely no clue how we're gonna manage. Yeah, the last one we'll do a bit differently. I've lost myself. Actually change transparency on all of them, why not? Still simulate what it will look like a little bit more. So here's the pickle. This is the box so far, right? But then Jeez. We could make another connector, this time for the top edges, but then how are we gonna snap the plate into it? Shucks and dag nabbit. Yeah, from the top it's just not gonna. There is no way I can secure it from the top as well. That's just not doable. Which means from the top we're just gonna have to lay it on there. I could screw it on, I guess. If I had money to support your career, we should become next big science YouTuber. Thank you, James. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. Okay, hear me out. We can just make 2 lines. We won't. Actually, we'll do 4. Yeah. We will do probably. Well, printing it will be a bit of a challenge because we need. We will need like. We'll need holes going from the. Well, not holes, only like. We'll need it to be displaced from the bottom and from the top at the same time, which will mean that printing it will be challenging. And we will have to do it at 90-degree angles. We won't be able to do it at 45, which means that we will have to print with supports. But we could actually, what if we use the same technique as right here, except shorter? Oh yeah! And then we could like assemble the whole thing and then just lay it on. That could be actually clever. That could actually be clever. Short connector. And the only difference between a connector and short connector will be that instead of 140, it will have, it was 4 on each side, correct? Which means it will be 132. I think. That's not what I meant. I meant the box. These are not meant to be short Why did it replace the short connector with just whatever? I guess the short connector will be long and the long connector will be short. This is a make it live stream, right? Logic is not the place we want to be at right now because we're making, and so as such, yeah, let's just go for it. Beautiful. We have the we have the short connectors, and then this is the long connector, which is actually short. Don't question it. And we will have 4 of them as well, like so. And then, simple as it could be, mate. Then might be a bit of a pain. Mate. It'll be easier if I go the other way, whatever, who cares? Well, oh yeah, right, who cares? It's fine. That for some reason stumped me. That's because then, right here, this parent to this. Wait, sorry, I forgot it's. Okay, never mind. I messed up. The last mate. Oh, and all of them snapped. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I am fine, and I am lotus flower. I am just so chill and fine. So relaxed. A lotus flower on top of a calm lake. Then the last one is this one, which goes on right there. Okay, and then this mate, right? I can't believe that's right. I mean, this plate is low, which, whoops. Okay, so let's like delete all of the connectors mates. Oh, we deleted the connectors, not just the whoops. Okay, we can also delete these. That's because we should probably first mate the connectors and then mate the plate. That'll be smarter probably. Make it make sense. Funny enough, recently I went out with someone and like we were just walking through a city, and all of a sudden we were talking about the building, and they said, "Make it make sense," and I fucking almost lost my shit. All right, it's just saying, it throws me off. Just make it make sense, and I absolutely lost it. Make it reference. Okay, back to the models, because we need the short connectors, which are just connectors, because sense. And then what we do is this parent, or mate, sorry, to this. There we go. This to this. Flip it. Beautiful. This to this. Beautiful. First connector, done and dandy. Second connector, like so. Then from the bottom, select this, and from the back, like this to this. Second connector, finished. Beautiful. Then you to this, you to this. I've done it backwards. That's good. Okay. So let's just apply it for now. That's because it's going quite well. Okay, so you to this mate. Perfect. Perfection. Well, this is gonna be quite annoying, because we need to make this one to be top of the glass, which... Oh, where's the top of the glass? I think the top of the glass is already in the same spot. Completely honest. No, wait, no, it's not. It's right here at the top of it. Beautiful, and then I think that might be all of them. Okay, good. So there we have it, and then what we do is we make this right here, that side in there, and then we made this right here. Yep, whatever, good. And then this side, yep, and the top. And there we have it. We've built a box. Comically long time to make a box. Oh, Lycan was singing a song, I didn't even realize. I'm not going down to Hans likes review so much better. And we're part of me saying, go get her. Don't follow your rules. Come at me with any of your fancy tools. Let's go, just me and you. Let's go, just one or two. And you can try to hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? That song is good. That is a good song. Disappear. I am made flow, flow, and I'm stronger than you. But there we have it. That is the box, believe it or not. Why did it take such a long time to make a box? Well, because of the connectors, obviously. Yeah, it's not really a mystery. But the point is, now we can open this, and we can actually add some text onto one of these plates. Hopefully. I'm gonna add it. Because this entire thing, did I mention this entire thing I'm making as a reference to Iron Man? because I am, actually. And that's because right here we're gonna have text. Oh wait, how do you apply, how do you do text in SolidWorks? Test. Well, not there! Oh, do I need to, I need to, okay. No, okay, so no. This card changes, yeah. Alright, so what we'll need like a center line to move it there. Okay. Beautiful, right. So then we need edge. Make the corner pieces. Don't tell me what to do. Oh. Beautiful. And then we do the text. Test. I hope we'll be able to change it later. Then in the sketch, I don't think we can change it later. Question, can I cannot. Alright, that's good. Okay. How do you edit sketch? Right, but how do you edit the text? No, unless you can't. Which, that's fun. Okay, yeah, I guess we need to delete the sketch and just redo it. Okay, so we need to, like, on the first try, just do it proper. The text will read, proof that naked. There we go. And we would like it to be. Okay. Would like it bold, I imagine. Don't want definition. Oh, we can format it that way, that's neat. Iron Man reference, yes it is Iron Man reference. Font, whatever. Now, may I have the text in the center, please? Because I couldn't help but notice that these options are grayed out. Why are they grayed out? Solid works text is sketch. Right. No, we don't want it along any curve. Text, yeah. How can I center it? Center. Do I need to use like? Oh, what was it? Was it just center? I don't remember. But that would be dumb because it centers the wrong way. Yeah, it already centers. It just, well, it doesn't center, but CTR. I don't remember. Pushing the most text to center. Right. It's the option is grayed out. Well, I'm. Which I do not understand why. Who need festive, fantastic, lovely, we are good. You just have the option! Well, that's not much help. Is it because I need to just select this text? Oh yeah, it is. Good. Well, that's glad we figured that out. No, we won't build. Right? A bit bigger would be nice. Hi there, Mappe. Hi and welcome. And it's extruded, or maybe just hold it in actually. Maybe holding it in would be better than extruding it. I don't like the extruded one, I don't like it. Hi there, Scotch. Hi and welcome. Alrighty then. Let's edit sketch now. I hope, by the way, that I can just... Can't. I mean, it's whatever, like, you know, it happens. I just... Actually, no, wait, hold on. I'm pretty certain I can rescale it still. Scale entities. Scale about this point, because why not? It doesn't appear to be doing. And that did nothing. Okay, no, that's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. These entities scale about. Can I just pick them this point? Well, why not? Just why not? How is that proof that Make It has a brain? It's an Iron Man reference. You wouldn't understand, Batman. It does absolutely nothing. Okay, well that's good. No, it's fine. Like, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't even want to scale it anyway. How do you? It's fine. Can I fully define sketch? Calculate. I didn't do anything. Okay. Sketch that has external references. Oh, is that why? It's because of this. That would make some sense. Let's just do a 2 and scale about this point. Only 10, 2. No, that did absolutely nothing. Okay, good. Is it because I selected too many things? No, that still did absolutely nothing. I'm gonna go mad. Which programming language would be best if I was to code a whole gravity simulator? That depends how complicated the things you want in your gravity simulator. Python will do absolutely just fine unless you want to calculate a lot of things, in which case C would be much better. And if you're really feeling like it, you can even do calculations in parallel and even go for OpenCL, but you shouldn't go for OpenCL. You should never go for OpenCL. I'm losing my mind. I'm just losing my mind. Sketch scale text. How about that? Of course, that's how you do. Why didn't I think of that? Right. Tools. Options. Document properties. They're not arranged alphabetically as well. Okay. Detailing. Yeah, same size. And then custom. There is no custom. Oh, wait, there is custom. Wait, what was it before? I don't remember. Alright, let's do 10. Just delete the text. No, not what I meant. Control Z. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I'm doing so fine. Delete it. Text. There we go. Bold, lovely, and then it. And I can't smart dimension anything related to it because why would I be able to? Am I right? Makes too much sense. No, I can't smart dimension it. That's neat. And then out in the middle, and then 4, and then it is, and then nothing happened because it's fine. Fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I am. I have no mouth, but I'm a Scream reference. Ah. Yeah. Canada cat. No. Double click text annotation size when adjust. Alright, so double click. Okay, yeah, right. The problem is they appear only to change the voices directly. They do not appear! Liar! Lies what they are. Can you ignore error? Yeah, don't care, I know. Fetch. I can't move it. Alright, that's sick. The properties for that specific text will appear, allowing you to change the font size directly from the options provided. There are no options! What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm losing my mind. Is the right bracket to increase the text size. Is that real? That doesn't work either. Do I need to like have this selected? No. Lies! Lies and falsehoods! One thing general text, if the customized specific text components such as nodes or labels. That will give the properties for that specific text will appear, allowing you to change the font size directly. Where? From the options provided. What's there? With all due respect. This off. No, you're clever. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I don't... Moving on. SolidWorks forum. Yep, no replies. Good. That's... Overview. Yeah, how do you scale text? My goodness! I hate that so much. Oh my heart. Okay. Center line. Okay. Right here. There we go. And then font. I don't know, 5. Will you give me directly like a... You won't, because why would you? Right, so, I don't know, 8. Yeah, that's better. Alright, don't hate that completely, but still... is it low? It feels low, okay. Don't hate that completely, but would rather have it higher. There we go. Nope, still wrong. Well, eventually I'm gonna do it right. I like it. Sick. Oh, that box took way longer than expected. Now all I need to do is just build the thing and print it. Yeah, so let's get to it. Let's make it trying a new app or something. No, this is SolidWorks. I have worked with it in the past, just not much. I work much more in Blender because, well, I make videos more than I make things. Now I need to export it to the right place, which is the box. And then we have the bases, neat. Then we have the short connector, which is actually the long connector. And then we have the connector, which is actually the short connector, because logic is optional. Alright, cool. And now all we need to do is just print the sucker. How complex is C and C++ compared to Python? C is really simple, actually. That's the thing. But that's this kind of deceptive, because the reason why C is difficult is because it's simple. That's kind of the point. Text. Feels unsafe, don't it? Not much. Like if I do supports. Oh, well, I'll be. Well, I will be. Alright, this time I'm going to actually change the infill. Because there is absolutely no need for it to be much. It can be complete. Let's do a Hilbert curve. The reason why is because it's a big square, so this will be just really quick with the Hilbert curve. Yeah. Oh, it is doing. That makes sense actually. That feels a bit hazardous, doesn't it? Just print it as a single line. But you know what? Who am I to judge? What do other ones look like? They all look silly. Yeah, because that'll be fine. Anyway, I think that'll be it for today's stream because the zero, unfortunately, I need to do off stream because I just don't have a way to stream it properly. So unfortunately, I'll have to do that on my own. But anyway, we did the box, that's something. I'm getting a bit peckish. I'm gonna go and eat something. And for now, I suppose that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.